So hello guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel for another one of my recorded discussions involving smokestacks and then that of chimneys. So ito is a two-part discussion. So yung una is an overall discussion of what a smokestack and then chimney is all about. And then the second part is a problem-solving discussion. So without much further ado, let us now begin our discussion. So, before anything else, meron muna tayo dito activity. So, to identify whether the picture in question are examples of a smokestack or that of a chimney. So, yung first picture natin is an example of a chimney. So, yung second picture naman natin in question is an example of a smokestack. So, yung third picture naman natin, neither is an example of a smokestack nor it is an example of a chimney. Rather, it is an example of what we call a cooling tower. So, tawag natin dito is a parabolic cooling tower. So, last picture in question is a combination of a smokestack and then that of a cooling tower. So, in the end, our main basis for identifying where the picture is actually an example of a smokestack or that of a chimney is dependent upon two factors. So first one is to the color of the smoke that is actually being emitted by such structures. So kung yung smoke natin is white, these are actually mist particles of water or plumes of mist particles of water and not byproducts of combustion. So kung itim naman yung kulay ng gases natin coming from such structures, these are actually byproducts of combustion. So yung second basis natin for identifying whether the picture is an example of a smokestack or that of a chimney is in terms of the shape or build of a structure in question. So kung parabolic yung shape, ang tawag natin dito is what we call a parabolic cooling tower or a cooling tower. So kung yung pinaka-cross-section naman natin ng structure in question is actually circular, square o kaya rectangular in cross-section, we are either referring to a smokestack or that of a chimney. So ano nga ba yung tinatawag nating smokestack or more often than not, tinatawag din natin as chimneys. So ano ba yung main difference in between the two? So in most discussions, we often refer to smokestacks as chimneys. This for as long as it actually exhausts, emits, or discharges combustion gases, which may also be called as what we call flue gases, coming from the byproducts of the combustion of solid, liquid, or gaseous fuels coming from a variety of sources, which could come via a boiler, a furnace, a fireplace, or even a wood stove. So, yung exhaust or combustion gases natin may also be termed as what we call flue gases since it actually comes from a space or a passageway which we call as a flue, which can be in the form of a duct, a pipe, a vent, or a chimney. So, exhausting these gases safely atop the outside atmosphere is our main priority. So these sources of exhaust or flue gases are boilers, which may also be called as what we call a steam generating unit. So yung boiler is an example of a heat exchanger that actually produces steam coming from the evaporation of water with the products of combustion being used as the heating source. Now, we have a variety of boilers that are actually available in the market, but that we have two distinct types available, namely a fire tube boiler and then that of a water tube boiler. So, in difference lamang in between the two is on where the water and then products of combustion are to be located. So, sa fire tube boiler, ang fire products of combustion natin o yung fire mismo natin ay nasa loob ng loops of tubes that are actually being surrounded by quantities of water. So which is the complete opposite of the so-called water tube boiler kung saan ang water naman to be evaporated ay located inside these loops of tubes with the products of combustion o yung fire itself encircling these tubes. Ang furnace naman is a piece of equipment that is used to provide heat for industrial processes requiring temperatures exceeding 400 degrees centigrade. So yung heat generated dito is to be used for the preparation of materials or for the production or for the completion of an application or process. So classic case or example natin dito ay isang steel manufacturing plant where the heat generated is used to melt steel to be shaped in various shapes or configurations. Now, to enhance the heating process, itong furnace na to is normally covered with bricks or other refractory materials that has a very low thermal conductivity kung saan nakapagpuproduce tayo ng heat with minimal losses to heat transfer as a result of temperature difference. So, ang fireplace naman is uncommon to our country and is normally found in cold weathered locations. So, which is used as a heating unit used to heat homes or households. So, itong fireplace natin is usually built with bricks or other refractory materials, again with a very low thermal conductivity, usually with a single opening. So, yung enclosure natin provides the radiated heat coming from the burning of woods for the comfort of individuals inside homes or households to be concentrated. Now, to prevent yung smoke from engulfing from the inside of the homes or households, yung opening natin dito is usually covered with glass, wherein heat is still radiated since a glass is not a good insulating material. Ang wood stove naman is similar to a fireplace and that it differs mainly to the kind of material that is used for its composition and the site purpose. So, ang wood stove is made from steel, which is considered to be a high conductor of heat. So, dito, yung heat coming from the burning of wood is radiated evenly coming from all different sides or directions except do sa may pinaka-glass covering part. So, yung pinaka-topmost portion itong wood stove natin could be used for cooking purposes, hence the term wood stove. So, ano nga ba yung difference between a smokestack and then that of a chimney? So, there are three factors to be considered in order for us to be able to spot the difference between the smokestack and then that of a chimney. And these are the following. So, first one is yung materials involved for its composition. Second one is yung pinaka-actual shape or configuration of the structure in question. And then third and last one is as to the kind of gas that is actually being vented out or being exhausted out of the structure. So first of all, their differences is that a smokestack is generally made from steel, which could be in the form of carbon steel, stainless steel, alloy steel, etc., and are available in four distinct types, namely a single wall, double wall, multi-flue, and then that of cluster stacks. So we have a single wall smokestack. So as the name implies, only has one layer of steel with no insulation that is normally used for wood stoves as the exhaust means. So yung materials nito could be in the form of a pipe, which is usually the case, or a rolled metal sheet. So yung double wall smokestack naman on the other hand, as the name implies or suggests, has two walls with an insulating material in between these walls to prevent the outer wall or outer pipe from being subjected to a higher temperature. So, like yung tinutukoy nating single wall smokestack, ginagamit natin to sa case ng mga wood stoves. A multi-flue smokestack naman, on the other hand, is able to exhaust or vent out flue or exhaust gases coming from more than one source into a single smokestack or chimney with an outer shell, making it look like a single smokestack. Now, since it has a single multi-flue stack, it requires great lengths of piping coming from these sources to be vented out into a single multi-flue smokestack. So, yung pinaka-negative feature nito, yung tinutukoy natin drawback, is its difficulty in terms of construction as well as complicated maintenance. So, yung multi-flue concept naman is also applicable in the case of chimneys. With multiple fireplaces or wood stoves inside homes or households, these exhaust gases can be vented out or discharged into a single chimney structure, which is considered to be more aesthetic and then cost-effective than making use of a multiple individual chimney structures atop homes or households. So yung chimney natin na ito is usually provided with a cover to prevent stray birds or animals, leaves or branches from being able to enter such chimney structures. So last is the so-called cluster stacks. So which is similar to a multi-flue smokestack without that single outer shell. So these are actually made up of multiple stacks that are erected in close proximity with one another. So in terms of maintenance, yung tinutukoy nating cluster stacks are considered to be much easier to maintain and then construct as compared to a multi-flue smokestack. So like the multi-flue smokestack, it also requires great lengths of piping to connect sources of flue or exhaust gases to these cluster stacks. So yung chimneys naman, in terms of its material composition, are instead made from refractory materials, normally in the form of bricks, but may at times may be composed of clay, stone, cement, etc., with or without reinforcing bars. So yung refractory materials natin dito has a very low thermal conductivity to effectively make use of the heat for the heating of the occupants. Now, second of the difference between a smokestack and then that of a chimney is according to their shape or configuration. Smokestacks are considered to be taller, so around 500 feet or more, and slender structures that typically has a circular cross-section. Now, since the material involved is usually in the form of a pipe, they are much easier to construct as compared to that of chimneys. So, yung smokestacks natin are actually designed to such extreme heights or great elevations so as to safely discharge this flue or exhaust gases natin safely atop the atmosphere. Kasi nga, at great elevation or at great heights, yung gases natin being vented out actually creates a fanning plume wherein such gases are dissipated or exhausted at great distances at very small concentrations. So meaning, naikakalat natin siya ng maayos and above all, safe yung discharging natin. So this is due mainly to a much higher wind speed that is available at the top. Kung bababa kasi tayo ng elevation, instead of creating a fanning plume, it would instead create a fumigating plume wherein gases are also dissipated but however at short distances and at somehow large concentrations due to a somehow low wind speed that is located at a much lower elevation. So sa madaling salita, kung i-discharge natin yung exhaust gases natin at a much lower elevation, medyo malaki o meron siyang maging corresponding negative effect doon sa existing environment niya. So, which is why smokestack heights are not just assumed but are actually calculated or computed via a number of factors na eventually di-discuss ko later on sa ating discussion. So, yung chimneys naman, on the other hand, may either be built with a square or rectangular cross-section, which is usually the case, or at certain instances, even with a circular cross-section with reinforcements which is somehow difficult to construct because of the typical rectangular shape of bricks, which is usually the shape of a constructing brick material. So, as compared to smokestacks, so chimneys have a relatively lower height due to the kind or less toxicity of gases that are actually involved. Now, in terms of constructing chimney atop homes or households, may sinusunod tayong minimum of 2 feet, 3 feet, and then 10 feet rule so that the smoke coming from the burning of wood can be safely be discharged and not cause any undue harm to the house itself. So, dito, no, such chimney should generally be at least 2 feet atop the horizontal line generated from the apex or top of the roofing. So for the precise measurements or dimensions, kindly refer to the illustration. Now, last of the stated difference between a smokestack and then that of a chimney is on the kind of gas that is actually being vented out or exhausted from these so-called structures. So sa case ng smokestacks, it actually dissipates or burns out toxic gases which may be in the form of nitrogen oxides, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, particulate matters, as well as others. So from the burning of solid, liquid, or gaseous fuels very high into the atmosphere. So which is why smokestacks are built at extensive heights of at least 500 feet and above. So mahalaga ito para hindi ma-disrupt yung natural habitat na surrounding or nearby community natin. Now, to lessen its impact on a nearby community, there are ways or means to lessen the air pollution brought about by these solid particles or particulates coming from these smokestacks. So, this by making use of certain pollution control devices such as what we call ECPs. Ang ECP is known as what we call electrostatic precipitators. Ang idea dito is to charge two sides or two materials oppositely wherein ang tendency nila is mag-attract sila with respect to one another. So, kung titignan natin yung configuration natin dito, yung walls ng pinaka-smokestack natin are charged positively, whereas ito namang streams of exhaust gases natin are charged negatively by these three green electrodes natin. So, since magkaiba sila ng mga charges, ang tendency ng pinaka-particulates natin is to cling onto the surface, inner surface of the smokestack. So, technically speaking, madadivert natin to the outside of the smokestack yung tinutukoy nating exhaust gases without such particulate matters. So, another pollution control mechanism is by making use of the so-called wet scrubber mechanism. So, here, a spray manifold system is actually in place. Now, as the exhaust gases natin makes its way up and out, eventually, meron silang ma-encounter na streams of water. So, yung streams of water na to, ang tendency nito is nawawet o nababasahan niya yung mga solid particulates o particles. So, technically speaking, magkaroon tayo dito ng two streams of materials. Two streams of materials or substances. So, yung lighter density natin, which is yung tinutukoy nating exhaust gases, ang tendency nila is to move up since they have or they possess a lighter density. So, yung mga wetted particles natin as a result of their heavier density, ang tendency nila is to go downwards. So, at the bottom side, nakakollect sila nitong tinutukoy nating sludge removal system. Now, we also have certain cases kung saan yung smokestack natin, merong nagbabagang apoy o meron tayong burning flames at top. So, ano ba ito? Ano ba yung pinaka-main purpose niya? So, yung stacks natin with burning flames at top are what we call flare stacks. So, this one has a different purpose. So, ang flare stacks natin are considered to be refinery safety equipment that actually burns waste gases in the form of hydrocarbons that can no longer be captured or processed. So, kinakailangan natin silang sunugin since there are actually multiple hazards associated or involved with just the release of such hydrocarbons into the atmosphere. So, ang chimneys naman, on the other hand, actually exhausts or vents out smoke from the burning of wood coming from a fireplace or wood stove which are used to heat up homes or households. Now, again, as these gases are considered to be less toxic as compared to those coming from the so-called smokestacks, they can actually be discharged at a lesser elevation as compared to smokestacks. So, gaano ba ka-importante or ka-critical yung tinutukoy ng ating height ng isang smokestack or that of a chimney? So yung height ng isang structure, more so on the case of smokestacks, are quite important or critical because of two main factors. So meron tayong tinatawag na stack or chimney effect, which allows the discharge of flue or exhaust gases atop into the atmosphere. So itong stack or chimney effect natin is somehow affected by the height of the chimney. So this effect simply enhances what we call air buoyancy. So ang air buoyancy, kung babalikan natin yung fundamentals natin, is mainly about the difference in density of the substances involved, so which is yung tinutukoy nating exhaust gases as well as the surrounding air. So, ganito lamang yon. As the exhaust gases has a lighter density, it actually makes its way up along the walls of a smokestack or that of a chimney. So, ang natural tendency nito is that as the gases makes their way up, it eventually creates a negative or suction pressure, so forcing pressure flue or exhaust gases natin to enter the chimney or that of the smokestack. So, yung pumapasok natin mga bago o fresh exhaust gases, ang tendency naman to is sinutulak naman ito further up and outside the tip of the smokestack or that of the chimney, yung tinutukoy natin flue or exhaust gases. So, ang tendency nito is magre-repeat yung cycle natin on and on once again. So, yung purpose ng height ng smokestack or chimney natin dito is mainly to prevent outside air conditions from interfering or from changing the flue or exhaust gases corresponding density and still enabling the difference in density between the flue gases or exhaust gases and then the surrounding air to take place. So, para mag-take effect yung tinutukoy nating air buoyancy. Now, the second and other factor is the actual use of such structure, which is to safely exhaust or vent out these flue or exhaust gases natin very high into the atmosphere, wherein wind velocity is at its highest. So, gaya nga sinabi ko kanina sa ating discussion, in such a case, there is a lesser negative effect taking place because of the incidence of a fanning plume as compared to a fumigating plume taking place. Now, we also have other classifications of a smokestack or that of a chimney other than its material composition. There are two further classifications based on lining, with or without lining, and the other is based on the kind of structural support that is actually being used, which can be guide or self-supporting. Classification based on lining, with lining versus without lining. As flue or exhaust gases are actually corrosive in nature that can actually shorten the useful life of smokestacks or chimneys. Smokestacks or chimneys can be provided with the lining material to prevent such corrosive gases from making contact with the structure or outer parts of the structure. So essentially, pagka meron tayong lining material, it actually prolongs the useful life of such structures. So as mentioned earlier, ang mga chimneys ginagamitan natin ng mga proper supports for their stability. So sa case naman ng mga smokestacks natin, ang mga smokestacks natin, gumagamit din tayo ng mga proper supports for stability purposes. So smokestacks are actually constructed with tension cables, which are also known as what we call guy wires, to ensure their vertical stability and prevent their free fall. So, yung guy wire natin dito, o yung tension cable natin dito, are actually ropes that have strands of wire. So, thus enabling its flexibility, but is still capable of carrying or supporting high loads. So, another example of a classification based on structural support is yung tinutukoy nating self-supporting smokestacks. So since most of the smokestacks are actually pieces of pipes that are interconnected with one another that are connected by means of bolts, yung pinaka-bottommost part ito are actually flared or conical in terms of its shape or wide yung pinaka-base niya. So, yung pinaka-base niya is actually bolted by the so-called machine foundation na makikita natin dito sa pinaka-bottommost portion for its stability. So as a whole, itong tinutukoy nating self-supporting smokestacks could also be termed as what we call cantilever chimneys or cantilever smokestacks. Now, lastly, what are the factors influencing the size? So, pag sinabi nating size, we're not just merely referring to its height, but also to its diameter of a smokestack or that of a chimney. So, the following are factors that directly influence the sizing of a smokestack or that of a chimney. So, first one is the quantity or volume of flue gases or exhaust gases that is being exhausted within such structure. So, second one is the temperature of the flue or exhaust gases at its entry point within the smokestack or that of the chimney. So, third one is the speed speed or velocity of the exiting flue or exhaust gases. And then last one is the actual composition of the flue or that of the exhaust gases. So this now concludes the first part of my discussion with regards to what we call smokestacks and chimneys. Now, hopefully, nadagdagan natin ang inyong kaalaman regarding such structures, more so on their corresponding purpose, and then on identifying such structures if there are actually examples of a chimney, a smokestack, a flare stack, or that of a cooling tower. So meron pa tayong second part ng ating presentation which could also be found in my YouTube channel. So this one featuring solving problems regarding smokestacks or chimneys. So once again, thank you for listening and watching. So goodbye.